Нет, все как всегда красиво. Сам прикольный, может, чтоб собирать, на этом заработать немного. Если кто не знал. Посмотрим, поскольку они там стоят. Ну, там есть прокачать можно все там. Так прокачать, что вот чуть подороже можно будет их продавать. Вот травяничество, вот его надо прокачивать. Да, это очень долго делается, так что я думал целую серию сделать чисто на зарабатывание денег. Какие будут по возможности собирать. Может так чуть накопить на какой-нибудь доспех. Когда-нибудь, а?
God be with you.
About that debt?
No, I won't be paying.
Is that right? But you'll be back. Mark my words. You'll take care.
Вот это изразил.
About that debt?
Here you are.
Thank you.
Let's have a word about the price.
Naturally.
Satisfied?
Close. Drop the price a bit more and we'll shake on it.
I'll go for that.
Чем больше репутации, тем лучше.
Good day to you.
I'm to put my...
Ah, so you're...
Yes.
Very well. We've a few disputes.
You can count on me, bailiff.
You're certainly bold. Have you been to see Captain Bernard?
I have. He trained...
I see. Sir Hans... Well, anyway, you're going to assist my town guard. Come to the church in the afternoon. Yaroslav the watchman, Nightingale they call him, will wait for you there. And you need to stop by the arm...
Yes, bailiff. Master Bailiff.
Nothing of interest to me.
Master Bailiff.
Nothing of interest... Take care.
Do you need help?
Так. Интервал между 11 утра и 7. За снаряжением пошли. Чем бы не. Если халявно, так берите. Вот и сапожник.
was told to pick up a kit here.
I'd say there's not much. If my memory serves,
That's all.
you want a kiss, and
I mean equipment.
it's quite enough for.
Так, у меня перевес, так что я пошел давать. Уже только силу может быть улучшить, чтобы мол прокачать. Мол как раз для веса нужен. В самом начале он всегда нужен. Да он всегда нужен, чтобы хранить доспехи тяжелые и оружие тоже. И лутаться нормально. Давайте поторгуем.
Let's have a word about the price.
Aye?
Are we agreed?
That's better. Drop it a bit more and we'll call it a deal. Aye, for that amount I can be persuaded.
И подзаработали, и вес потеряли. Отлично. Так, идем.
Here I am,
I see your kit.
ready to get going.
I'm Nightingale.
Teresa. Yes, she rescued me. She turned up with...
All honor to the girl. She has bigger balls than most men. Tell me, how did you...
Well,
That's not much, is it? You should go and see her when you get... So, how did you end up in the service of the bailiff?
I don't want to be...
You're an eager one, aren't you?
Come with me, Henry. We'll patrol the town and then check on the taverns.
I'm ready.
Don't forget, I'm supposed to try you out and, with the help of God, teach you something. So I expect you to deal...
Сразу же несколько заданий. Так прикольно и весело. Зато скучно потом не будет. Кто говорит, что мне залагал? Придется заново делать, а мне не очень хочется.
This is our church, St. Matthew's.
Так, это стражник. Тут получается несколько войск, около 3 видов.
It serves not only as the house of God, but as the crypt of the lords of Lipa, our masters. The gravedigger lives right round the corner. The priest, too. Our parish priest. A man shouldn't speak ill about servants of the Lord.
Как раз
This is our
показывает.
rat. Pretty big, eh? The bailiff and his hands live there, and our maestro protonotarius, the scribe.
Have a look at these cucumbers. They'll stay
And the
firm all
jailhouse.
winter.
We
Buy
don't
them
want
before
to see
someone
the
else
inside,
does.
not even as a guard. Naturally, we have an executioner too, but he doesn't live in town. That wouldn't be proper, as I'm sure you know.
Да,
He lives
ему
right down
нельзя.
this hill, the other side of the creek. This pillory was brand new in autumn, and 2 people have already been rotting on it. Swordsmith lives here. What the hell is going on here now? Go and check it out, Henry.
I'll make no trouble for you. If you won't go to the church, go back to your people.
What are you two screeching about? Stop making such a ruckus.
About time you turned up. This filthy beggar thinks.
My name is Jane.
No one cares what your name is. This filthy beggar thinks she can come and stink in front of my shop. I want you to get rid of her.
Must you sit here, of all places?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Folk drive me away wherever I sit. I can't keep walking all day and night.
What's the problem here?
This is my shop, and I won't have beggars sitting on my doorstep. Let her go and squat in the square. She won't be in anyone's way there, and there's plenty of folk to beg from.
Can't you show us some Christian charity, Armourer?
What? Have you any idea how much I've given away in alms, even to this witch only yesterday?
Is that true?
Might be, might not.
Did you get any alms or not?
Yes.
From the Armourer here?
I don't know. And even if I did, that was yesterday, and my belly's empty again today.
That's true.
What would you know about it?
Here, Jane. Take this and be on your way.
Yes. Yes, thank you. I'll go right away. Right away. God bless you, Henry.
And what happens if she comes again tomorrow? You give her more? You're making a mistake. Give them coin once and you'll never see the back of them.
If you say so.
Your old neighbours are living here now. It's a bit of a shithole. Even so, you should be thankful to Sir Hanush. If the town burghers got their way, your folk wouldn't be let anywhere near the town. And now our people aren't too happy with him. Some fools are even calling for Sir Hanush to finally hand the fiefdom over to the young lord, Sir Hans Capon. Sir Hans's father, old Sir Yeshke, may God rest his soul, kept it till he was an old man. Then he retired from it, first to Moravia, then to eternity. Sir Hanush is managing the fiefdom until Sir Hans comes of age. They're related by blood somehow, the same great-great-grandfather or some such. The time's coming soon enough when the estates have to be handed over. These affairs often end in conflict. I hope we have nothing like that here.
to eat.
This square here, it looks much better during the markets. Then it's filled to bursting with folk from all around. We've also got the baker's shop here, and that mad merchant Wolfram Pruder. Pruder has a pretty daughter, but he keeps her on a short rein, which the young bucks are none too happy about. I heard he even keeps the poor lass locked up at home all day.
Надо поискать. Ты меня заинтересовал.
Look here. See that filthy beggar? By Christ, I'll show the bastard. Comfortable, are we?
Arms, please, sir.
Who do you take me for? Are you stupid or just insolent?
Well, what's the matter?
Stupid, then. There's no begging allowed here, so pick up your stinking arse and haul it somewhere else.
Who am I bothering here?
Me. Us. Everyone. If Sir Hanush saw you here, he'd take a whip to you.
All right, I'm going.
Damn beggars. You offer them a helping hand, and they want the whole arm. It's not like the rules aren't clear. Beggars belong at the church.
There's one alehouse here on the market square, the Trader's Tavern. The other's up by the gate. We'll be going there later.
Let's move along to the Inner Bailey.
Об кузнеческому делу научиться.
Us? What do you mean?
What is it, lad?
My father was the master blacksmith. He was killed in Skalitz.
Ah, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Thank you. So am I.
My papa died not long ago. Of course, it was old age got him. That's not the same, but I know a little how you feel. The Rate fiefdom is pretty big. Naturally, it starts here by the town and continues along the Sasau River all the way to Kohelnitz. Then there's Gallows Hill, lots of farmhouses scattered around. Neuhof, Merhoyed. Master Smill is in charge of Sir Hanush's stables. He's by far his best vassal. It's all a bit complicated for a newcomer, I suppose. This lord here, that lord there, this exemption here, that right there. Exemptions from exemptions, rights to half of something, so on. It'd take you a year to make head or tail of it. This tower was only half the size when I was a young lad.
Sir Hanush had it extended and made into an armory.
Sigismund and his murderers took everything I had. your neighbor.
God be with you, Benesh. How goes it?
Well enough, Nightingale. It's quiet today.
Good. Where's Moimir, anyway? Isn't he supposed to be here with you?
Ah, yes. He hasn't turned up yet.
Oh, I see. Now, where might he have got to, then?
I don't know.
You don't know, eh? Let me tell you something. When the bailiff finds out Moimir's slacking off, he'll be in serious shit. And being a friend of his, you wouldn't want that, would you?
No.
So it's better if I deal with it and we leave the bailiff out of it, right?
Yes, I suppose so.
So where is he?
In the tavern. He was thirsty, so he...
Went for an ale. We know how that goes. Come on, Henry. Let's go and find that idler, and you'd better talk some sense into him. What the fuck are you doing here when you're supposed to be on the gate? Move your carcass and go and guard the gate.
Just
Not a word. Get moving. You're lucky it was me found out, not the bailiff, or God forbid, Captain Bernard. Out! Come and sit with me, Henry. Let's have a drink. That fool got me all worked up.
Me as well, the lazy bastard.
My words exactly. And just when we need every pair of eyes. You never know when the cumans might creep up on us. But that's enough about that. Let's not let it spoil our day. Listen, since we're sitting here anyway, how about a little game?
I'd rather not. We should go back on duty.
All right, if you're so keen. Let me finish my ale at least.
one ale over here, please.
Я не особо любил эту игру. Вторая серия мне не очень понравилась. Тут домик есть. Горячий справа.
Just one more thing and we're done for the night. Ringing the end of the day and closing the taverns.
Isn't it still a bit early?
I don't know how it was in Skalitz, but here in Rattay we close up at this hour. Except, of course, during fairs and big festivals. Then we don't close at all.
I see. Should I go and ring the bell?
If you wouldn't mind, the bell is hanging outside the rat house. Ring 3 times, then go to the Trader's Tavern by the market square and make sure the innkeeper closes up.
I'll do that.
Before I forget, it's forbidden to walk in Rattay at night without a torch. Here, take this one.
Нам по ночам запрещено без факела, понимаете? Факела нет, все в тюрьму. Все.
My respects to you.
God be with you.
Факел, факел.
And the canon of St. Wenceslas in Olomouc was so drunk, he dragged the pig to the market square, saddled it up, and rode it out of the town gate. No, we could see that this wasn't going to end well. So, Sir Peter and I rode off to look for the good canon on his pig.
Did you find him?
We tracked the filthy beast down to a sty beyond Cronow. I mean, the beast with a tonsure on its head. We never found the real pig, but the Reverend was sound asleep in the pigsty.
Birds of a feather stick together. It seems the same goes for pigs and prelates. I toast, gentlemen, to pigs and prelates.
God save their bacon.
Sir Hans, forgive my intrusion, but I need...
Oh, but what? You want to join us? Want to buy us around? I'm afraid we don't drink with peasants. You're not in your village now, boy.
No, sir. Curfew's been rung. The alehouse is closing.
Nothing closes while I'm sitting here. If that's all, you're dismissed.
Are you out of your mind, lad? You can't cross his lordship. He's got a temper like a bear with gut ache. If I was you, I'd get lost before he shows it.
The bailiff instructed me to close the tavern at the proper hour. He doesn't want anyone disturbing the peace after curfew.
The bailiff? The bailiff can kiss my arse. I trust you haven't forgotten who's the rightful lord of Rattay.
No, it's Sir Hannes.
Oh, is he here? What is he hiding under the table, maybe? No! Then what he wants isn't worth a fart in a bathhouse. And besides, he's only in charge till I grow up.
Which clearly hasn't happened yet.
Enough! You can't talk to me like that. I'm a nobleman.
Come now, sirs. You're not going to fight here, are you?
We most definitely are. This yokel needs to be taught his place.
Батл между крестьянином и паном против короля. Крестьянин против короля. Вот сила, то, что мне надо. Ну, давай. Давай. Иди, давай. Давай. Молодец, мал. Ух ты. Все, моя победа.
Crucifix! What in the name of Christ is happening here? Hell? Answer me, damn you!
This peasant insulted me. I had to teach him a lesson.
By rolling around in the mud like a hog? That's a fine example of noble conduct.
Sir Hannes, the bailiff ordered me to...
Silence! You shut your mouth and thank your lucky stars that you are Radzig's ward. Have you gone out of your mind? Raising your hand to a nobleman? And you, Hans, how many times have I told you that drinking with your subjects might be good for their morale, but it's bad for your honor? You spend all your days drinking and chasing wenches, which wouldn't matter if you paid any attention at all to your duties. And now we see what that leads to. Tomorrow, you will go with me to a hearing. Some landowners have asked me to settle a dispute. It'll be an excellent lesson for you.
I had planned to go hunting, but if you think listening to the pointless gripes of a bunch of old fools will benefit me, so be it.
Ooh, hunting? Well then, Your Grace, I'll tell you what. You can go hunting.
Really?
Ooh, naturally. Who am I to deprive the young Lord Capon of his sport? And you can take Henry here as your page.
Him? Absolutely not.
You'll do as I've commanded. It's time you learned how to lead people, and not just in drinking and brawling. Now get out of my sight.
Sir, I have responsibilities to the bailiff.
Not anymore. Your responsibilities now are the Lord Capon. It's time you learned how to behave in the presence of nobility. Let's go. Tell the kitchen I'm hungry. It's been a long journey.
Круто. Обычный пана тачка. Все нахуй то. Так. А ты кто у нас? Корочмарь.
Good day to you.
Do you know if it...
Aye, there could be. You're the blacksmith's son from Scarlets, ain't ya? The bailiff here could probably use you. He's got some jobs for the Scarlets refugees. He was moaning about it here yesterday. Oh, and another... Berthold, our local gamekeeper, was looking for help with something a while back. Why don't you ask him if he's... Take care now.
Ура.
Hey, hey. You?
How are you, Henry?
Мальчик готовит.
My God.
I've got some goods here.
All right.
Got me with you.
I'd like to discuss the...
Why not?
Is this enough?
A nice sum. Just lower your demands a little and we'll agree. See now, I knew we'd come to an agreement.
Я просто ничего не оплатил. Да, я читать еще не умею. Тереза.
Look at the state.
So,
I can't stop thinking about Scout.
I know. It was hell.
What do you mean?
Do you feel like a walk?
That's not a bad idea. It's getting too late now. But if you pick me up during the day...
As her ladyship command?
You jester.
I've brought... I'd like to know... That's all.
Привет, зритель. Тебе как зовут? Привет. Че не пишешь? Там не скучно. Смотришь. Во. Че? Тоже я много сплю, что ли? Я же их хочу.
Henry, I'm...
What now?
You don't give... And where would you care to go?
What if we...
Why not? That sounds lovely.
Let...
was a good idea to go for a walk. Not that I don't like the mill, but you get tired of it. So I'm glad you took me out. I'd love to see the markets in Prague one day. Have you ever been to Prague?
No, I haven't. I have been in Kuttenberg, but Prague must be much bigger.
I've heard it's pretty smelly, though.
Yeah, so many people in one place. So many assholes.
It's disgusting. I'd love to listen to that young preacher, Jan Hus. They say he preaches in a common tongue. Everyone's talking about it.
I bet he's just handsome. That's why the women dote on him.
You're a right one. A preacher doesn't need good looks for people to listen to him.
And what about that fine fellow at St. James? I know full well why all the girls have started going to confession, and you have too, so don't give me any of that.
You scoundrel. Well, all right. I admit I find him handsome. But that doesn't make me a bad Christian.
I'd never dare to suggest such a thing.
Tell you what. Let's not dawdle. Last one is the slimy slug. That was fun. Sit down here next to me, Hal. And what about you? I heard you're helping Sir Radzig.
Sir Radzig has me running a few errands. I have to say, he always treats me well, and I make a wage.
So you've had your turn of luck. What's it like serving nobility?
Oh.
I don't believe a word of it.
Now then.
Oh, Henry, what am I going to do with you?
What? I hope your knees didn't buckle too.
Don't fool yourself, my lad. You're not that much. But now I have to go.
Can I go with you?
I don't want to give anyone...
Мне же лучше, почему я провалился, Яков? Запомните, не советую. Совет лучше прокачаться, чем это все выполнить сразу же. Лучше я пойду с этим Яном. Пойду лучше. Чем сейчас с ней. Хоть прокачаюсь. Может, когда более-менее прокачан, надо быть те. Когда красноречие и так далее. Нормально. Для красноречия надо 5 или 6. Понятно. Вот так делаем. Уже час снимаю, неплохо. По просмотрам, конечно, чуть ухудшилось. И вообще YouTube обнаглел. Взял мне просмотры уменьшил. Иногда надо жить. Через все существует. Вот, только карту, вот то, что СП. Я думаю, там я надо отобрать у этого мужика. Ну, деньги, я подумал, сейчас миссия возьмет, стоит.
Could do with a bite to eat.
Ну, я думаю, на этом пока что стрим закончить. Сделаю, ну, завтра, наверное, насчет этого стрима. Или сегодня вечером, я не знаю. Так что, всем пока, чао, чао, ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь.